Well, 26-year-old Ambala girl and popular Bollywood actor Parineeti Chopra is now the face of the Haryana government's girl child campaign Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. The campaign kicked off this evening in Gurgaon, but has also seen its own share of controversy after the State Health Minister Anil Vij said he wasn't informed and not invited, among other things. I spoke to Parineeti just before this evening's event. Parineeti, thanks so much for joining us. How does it feel to be brand ambassador for a campaign like Beti Bachao? Why do you think that you were chosen for it?
I feel amazing actually, when they came and met me for this campaign and they spoke to me about it, I was like, really? Am I really so cool that you guys are asking me? Because obviously it's a great responsibility. This is a campaign that was started by the Prime Minister of our country. And of course it's been, given to each state to kind of give it more darja. And I'm from Haryana, so I felt very proud that out of all the women out there, they chose me. I'm very glad that I hope that I've made some kind of name for myself or some kind of darja myself that they can trust me with this. I'm very happy, and I just hope that now that I've come on board, I can make a difference.
Well, this is, Parineeti, actually quite a huge and an important issue because Haryana's sex ratio is abysmal. It's one of the worst in the country. Do you think that celebrities like you, having people like you on board for such campaigns actually helps create genuine awareness?
Oh God, I really hope so. Like you said, the statistics are abysmal. It's shocking to see that, in this century where we consider ourselves not even developing anymore, I think we're way ahead of where we were even a decade ago. It's so sad that, females are still considered to be the, weaker sex. In some states, I think it's getting better mostly, but in a state like Haryana, yes, the sex ratio is insane, which obviously means that, there is female infanticide or female feticide, which needs to be stopped, Women are the child-bearing sex, and they need to be preserved for biological reasons, first of all. But also on a human level, it's just so sad to reject a child before she's born, And so I hope that as an actor, as a female actor, I can spread that message. Starting with Haryana, which obviously has the lowest ratio, I just hope that I can inspire other people to come forward and start talking about this.
Well, the question also then, Parineeti, is how important are brand ambassadors, especially film stars like yourself, for campaigns like this? There's been quite a bit of debate on that in recent days.
See, I can understand the reason for the debate because you might feel that, film stars or film actors have nothing to do with politics of the country. But I just feel that having a known face on any campaign increases the chances of its penetration in smaller towns, villages, where they might recognize a face on a hoarding and pay more attention to it. I think it's as simple as that. If I see a Mr. Bachchan on a hoarding, it will make a difference to me because I will want to know what he has said or what is he now a part of, apart from his films. So I think it's very important that not only actors, I think just anybody who is popular with the youth and the rural section of the country, I think can come forward and help spread the message. So I can understand the debate, but I just hope that all of us can come on board, do a good job, and then you guys can change your mind.
Parineeti, there's also been some controversy as well, particularly over Amitabh Bachchan in the last couple of days after his endorsement of Doordarshan Kisan and whether he was, paid more than 6 crores for that, and it turns out that he was. Are you being paid for this appointment as brand ambassador for Haryana as well?
No, I'm giving this answer completely independent of your question because first of all, I don't think I'm in the right position in life or place to comment on that controversy. So my answer is completely independent of that. I am not being paid at all and I wouldn't dare to ask for any money for such a cause. I can make money in other things, but not a cause like this, never.
Do you think that celebrities should ask for money to promote public awareness campaigns like this in general?
I wouldn't really like to comment on it. I personally would never ask for money when I do anything for public awareness.
There's also been some controversy about today's event as well, Parineeti, because you were appointed the brand ambassador, the Chief Minister of Haryana announced it, and then the Health Minister Anil Vij actually criticized the decision openly and said he wasn't even aware that you were appointed. Your thoughts?
Yeah, that was actually just a miscommunication. There was no displeasure at my being appointed. It was just merely that he didn't know about it at that point because the decision was taken late at night and it was announced before everybody kind of could be brought into the loop. So it was just a case of miscommunication. I think that he is coming for the event today. I hope so.
Well, my last question, Parineeti, is about, there are of course many people who support the Beti Bachao campaign in a big way, but there are others who have been critical of it as well, and the selfie with daughter campaign that sort of emerged as a part of that. There were people like Shruti Seth, for instance, who had tweeted that selfie with daughter just wasn't enough and that there needs to be more done. Other activists said the same. They were in fact, abused on Twitter for saying so. But what would you say to people who are critical and cynical about such campaigns?
I just feel that we all have to take a step somewhere, right? I mean, we can't change the country overnight. Nobody can. And yes, I mean, whether it is a selfie or whether it is changing the politics or changing the whole government or changing anything in this country, it has to start small. Nobody humanly can make big changes. So I think embrace everything that the Prime Minister or the government is doing for us right now, and we should, in our own small way, appreciate that and accept that and work on it. I don't think that everybody can please everybody right now, so we should just do what we can in our capacity.
All right, Parineeti Chopra, good luck with being a brand ambassador for that important campaign. Thanks a lot for joining us.